All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Building Giant Pokemon in Minecraft. I am the Goofy Geek, and this is the giant Pokemon that I built last week. Yep, last week Bronzor was one of our two big projects. I think that he still looks just about as good as I could have made him. And then we also have the project that took quite a bit of time, the Trading Hall. So as you can see, I've been really busy getting all of our farmers in place. This does go all the way down. So now I should never run out of golden carrots or emeralds, given I still have the farm that makes way too many pumpkins and melons. I've also added in 2 entire rows of clerics, so we can get that good redstone, as well as a whole bunch of masons, specifically so I can get different colors of terracotta. Although actually, the colors don't matter as much, because I do have that one mod that lets me dye the terracotta, so I don't have to worry about ever running out of that ever again. And as you can see, I still have 2 more rows that I can fill in. I've got this whole space empty, and same thing for the one down the other end. And I'm not quite sure what villagers to put there. I'm thinking probably librarians. I'm thinking maybe a couple of cartographers, so I can try to get maps to woodland mansions, and I was going to say also ocean monuments, but actually I kind of know where like 4 of them are, so that's not as important. But yeah, I have... Nope, this is the wrong one. I have as many villagers as I could possibly need, and I think my frame rates are struggling ever so slightly, so I don't think I'm going to add too many more. But yeah, this has been the project that I've been working on forever, and I think it's come out pretty darn good. And I think that at this point, it's just about finished. But what are we doing today? Well, they recently... Ow, my fingers were not in the right spot on the keyboard. I'm not flying. There we go. They recently announced a whole bunch of really cool armor stuff going on in Minecraft, where you can customize them, and they are going to change how Netherite gets applied to armor. But if that's the case, that means I should really go get some Netherite before the update comes out, because I currently wear all diamond, and I don't know that I would survive a piglin bastion to get the Netherite armor upgrade. So instead, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that Netherite still works the good old way. So I'm going to see if I can go down into the Nether and go mining for some Netherite. Oh wait, if I'm going to do that, I should probably get some beds. For those of you who don't know, there's a trick where if you sleep in the Nether, everything kind of explodes around you. So if you make a bed and then try to sleep in it, but you're in the Nether, it causes an explosion. And that explosion is kind of ridiculous and is one of the fastest ways to go mining for Netherite. Now, the only thing is, I've never done this before, and I really don't want to, what's the word? Oh yeah, explode. So I'm going to do a little bit of trial and error, maybe in a creative world first, just to see how that's supposed to work. But yeah, we're gonna make up some beds, and then we're gonna go mining in the Nether for Netherite. All right, for the time being, I've decided against bed. Oh, well, that's convenient. Okay, cool. We got one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been digging for a while, but yes. All right, yeah. So I decided against bed mining for a minute, just so that way we can not risk losing our items right now. Because if I explode by accident and my items end up in a fiery crater, oh jeez. Okay, no. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. So let's go this way. We're gonna keep digging until we find some more Netherite. Oh jeez, I think I may have hit a lake. I'll keep digging. I'll get back to you guys. Oh, that's funny. I apparently need to look a little better because I'd given up completely, not realizing that I'd accidentally found... Oh gosh, I found a couple of them. Yeah, I was flying down the tunnel and I crashed, and I'm glad that I did because I found 3 more pieces of ancient debris. Woohoo! Alright, so with that, I should have, yep, plenty. Now I can find my way back to the surface. Probably not that way. And we will finish upgrading our pit. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, when I get back to town, wow. When I get back to up top, the surface, the Pokeball, oh my gosh, I found so much ancient debris that I didn't realize I'd found. I think I'm lost. This feels likely. Yeah, because I started small by accident. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna go trade with some villagers to get some XP to heal up my tools, and then we'll be good to go. And then we'll upgrade it to Netherite. Yeah, I'm definitely lost. Okay, we made it back. Did I have any ancient debris from earlier? I forgot to look. All right, so I'll just take my eight pieces of ancient debris, smelt them up real quick, change my pants, and empty my inventory. Grab a couple of gold bars. I did have other netherite scrap. Okay, that's where that went. Grab that. Oh, I need a smithing table. Make us a smithing table. Oh, and the netherite ingot. Yeah, right there. Perfect. And as you can see, they have not yet done the new update, so we're just gonna take strength here, throw a little netherite on it, and ooh, look how shiny it is. I want to do strength first. Yeah. And there you go, you guys. We have our first. You know what? There's no point in dilly-dallying. That's the wrong place to look at that. Come down here and upgrade the other one. All right. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I should have done the armor first because that's what's getting changed. Oh, let's take a nap first. With that, let's head back down to the nether and maybe get the 1, 2. I really just need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tools worth of netherite just so I can be covered. Or 7, what do you call it? Bits. 7 netherite bits. Which means I will, oh my god. 7 pieces of netherite would be 28 ancient debris. Okay, yeah, that's fine. First I'm gonna go fix my current pickaxes. And then we'll head back down to the nether to find more debris. We'll get some emeralds real quick, and we'll make sure to have the right tool. I can probably do both at the same time if I do it like that. See, look at that, guys. 1 row of trading completely fixed both of my pickaxes. And now we head on back down to the nether. And so actually the Pokemon that we're going to be building today, you guys, will actually be A, in the nether, and B, we're going to make use of our trading hall here to do it. What do I mean by we're going to make use of the trading hall? What I mean is I've got plenty of emeralds, and I don't have a lot of terracotta right now. So I'm just going to trade for the terracotta with these guys. Now, what am I going to do with all these different colored terracotta? I'm going to dye them all a different color thanks to Blossom. So while those trades didn't get me, the largest amount of... Oh! What? What? That killed me? That was not a bad landing. That's ridiculous. I had 69 levels. That wasn't fair. I gotta run now. I can't believe that impact killed me. All right, let's pick up all of our items. So let's come over to here. Like I was saying before, I hit the ground, grab my red dye, come over to here, make large amounts of red terracotta. And there we go. See? I mean, it's not the most efficient way to get terracotta in the world, but it is renewable. And in this instance, that is the primary draw. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade with my villagers for a bit, get enough materials, and then head to the nether to build our giant Pokemon. All right, so Houston, we have a bit of a problem. As it turns out, the nether is not big enough for me to build giant Pokemon. What do I mean by that? I mean, I have a Pokemon that's just a little bit taller than Charmander in the works, and he almost goes from nether floor to nether ceiling. It's not exactly too small, but it was going to be Magby. So I was going to make a Magby because one of the commenters said, make a Magmar. So I was going to make Magby first, just so I can get, the baby stage going. And then I was going to build Magmar. The problem is, I was going to put them all in the net, both Magby, Magmar, and Magmortar in the nether. Magby is the only one that would have fit. Not ideal. So now I'm going to hold off on making Magby because I still want to figure out what I want to do there. And instead, I have a different plan. Because while I was looking for redstone, I found a spider spawner. I know that's not particularly exciting. What could I possibly need a spider spawner for? Well, I need a spider spawner so that way I can make candles. Why do I want to make candles? Because candles are light sources that I can change the color of, so that way my Pokemon don't end up covered in torches. I can put candles on them to try to help hide the light sources. And I think that that's a good idea. I think that I found the spawner down. Oh no. See, that's a crash that I think should have killed me way better. I feel like that crash was way more likely to kill me. But anyway, I think I went down here. Ah, here it is. So yeah, so I have this spider spawner here. It's just the one. I didn't find like a whole bunch near each other like I would have hoped. But one is enough to at least get started. So if I'm making a candle farm, I really need two things. An eternal source of string, which I have right here, or as well as a bee farm. That I'll put way up high in the sky, and that will be in the same chunk as this dungeon. And I'll make sure that I build the honey farm in the same chunk, so that way it will also create honey while I'm down here AFKing and killing spiders. That is the plan. I have not built a spider spawner farm in Bedrock yet, so I'm gonna start doing that shortly. So rather than building Magbee, let's make a spider farm. All right, you guys, I think I have a working string farm here. Basically, the spider spawn. They get pushed off the edge of the water there into the magma cubes. Nope, not magma cubes. A magma block. There it is. Magma cube is a creature. Yeah. Spider spawns, gets pushed off the water. We can watch. And now you see why I have them there too. Because sometimes they would get stuck on this edge. But now we have a couple of snowmen here who are pretty well protected. They make sure that the spider continuously... Oh, jeez. Well, it works when I'm not in it, too. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Let me... Okay. Well, that's not quite how... That's not really how that's supposed to work. But yes, the spider spawns, gets pushed to the edge. The snow golems make sure that it goes over the edge, as long as they don't hit each other. Which, that was the first. I think they'll be okay for at least a while. And if it becomes a problem, well, I'll add more. So yeah, as it gets to there, that one hits it. If it gets too far to the other side, the other one hits it. I'm pretty sure this is working. And it's a little ramshackle, but I wanted it to be completely AFKable because of what I have in store up here. So the spiders spawn, they get killed. I'm hoping that they'll spawn and continue to do that from up here. I'm going to have to test that overnight. The string will come up here, get pushed across, come down over there, and then end up somewhere in here. It's slow. It's definitely not going to require this much storage, but I figured if I leave it overnight, maybe it will. But yeah, that's phase one of my candle making operation set up. So now that we've got a string farm working, mostly working, now we need to build our string-based Pokemon. Well, not string-based, spider-based, because if we're going to have a spider farm, you bet we're going to have a spider-themed Pokemon as an entryway. Yeah, I was worried about it not working. That's 59 string and the amount of time it took me to clean up. So yeah, I think we're pretty covered here in terms of whether or not the string farm functions. So now we just need to dig out the entryway for the spider farm. Nope. We need to dig out, yeah. So I have a nice dramatic entryway for it. And I think this one's going to come out pretty cool. So let's build that right now. All right, so looking around, you can see here I have spruced this area up a little bit. Well, technically it's deep slate, not spruce. That's a great joke. I don't know what that was. I've gotten everything cleaned up down here, and I've, as you can see, made some room for some other stuff. But we'll get to that in a second. Where's the string? There's a decent amount of string in here. This is just from me running back and forth through the entryway, which is this here. Now, I'm still going to decorate the walls at some point, but this is the very long tunnel that leads back up to the surface. Now, why do I have a long tunnel up to the surface? Well, let me show you. Oh, yeah, that little water break in the middle, so I can do that. But I found that if I tried to do it the whole way, I crashed and died, as you can tell by my 0 experience points. But let's come on up here. This is now the entryway to the spider spawner. The spider spawner itself is, I think, under... Yes, okay, so that pumpkin there signifies where the actual spawner is. You guys saw that I had 2 things of chests down there, right? One set of chests is to catch the string, and the other set of chests is to catch the honeycomb of a bee mob, of a bee Pokemon I'm going to put somewhere up there. But if the bee Pokemon's up there, I don't want the spider Pokemon right here. That would be too crowded. So instead, I cleaned out this chunk of forest right here. So, with this area cleared out and a Pokemon primed and ready to drop into the spot, I think it's about time that we get to building our Pokemon. Let's go! All right, you guys, and there we have our Spinarak. That is the spidery Pokemon I decided to put on top of the farm. Whoa, that came in way too hot. I should not jump off of Executor like that. But yeah, there's our Spinarak. I think I got him pretty darn good. He's one of my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon, just in terms of design. I've always thought he was kind of cute, although I feel like I should have maybe made this into a creeper face. I feel like that might be a bit of a missed opportunity on my part. But yeah, I really liked the way that he came out. It took a little while to get the eyes just right. Originally, I was trying to build this a lot smaller, but to get the eyes to kind of have that the right look to them, I had to go bigger. And now I'm in the water. I think that I've pretty much got him about right where I want him. The legs, I think, came out really, really cool on him. I was very nervous about how they were going to look, and I think that they look really, really good. Down here is the entrance to the farm. Yeah, it's just kind of a walk-in at this point. I didn't really find a good way to attach the entrance to the Pokemon, unless I did it through one of the legs, but then I had to find a good door into Spinarak, and it just wasn't worth the effort. I think that this works just fine, as he still guards the entrance. Now, if I come down here. Oh, boy. And can I do it again? There we go. Yeah, that's a little nerve-wracking. I had to put up a water thing in the middle because otherwise I would come in way too hot, hit anything other than the water, and the instant death. Ooh, that's cool. And the instant death was not fun. But yes, the spider spawner's beneath our feet. I do have some sad news. I'm fairly certain that all of the snowmen are dead, except for maybe one. Unfortunately, having them here, yeah, I think he's still alive. But I think some spider jockeys were spawning. That kind of killed having snowmen in the farm. But the spawner works still. Yeah, we still got one snowman. He's still doing his job. I might add more snowmen back in there. I might not. I've yet to decide. But yeah, one snowman lived. We'll see how much longer he lasts. And let's go back up to the farm. Yeah, I might still add some more decor to this. I don't think it looks quite right. I think I need maybe like a row of deep slate tile slabs right across here. I think that would look really good. But yeah, I've got my AFK spot right in there, so I don't get myrtleated. I have put one of my ender chests here. I don't know if I'm going to be using enough to keep the chest here, but I figured why not for right now. This is full of junk. This is also full of junk, but it also has the majority of the spider webs. Now, I have yet to AFK at this farm, at least like overnight or anything like that, just while I built this room. That's how much string we got. So at least it works, and I'll take that happily. But yeah, making our way back up to the top. There we go. I love doing that. That's a lot of fun. And then just coming up is just green. I might put a bed down there. I'm probably going to put a trap door on here. Let's take another look at Spinarak from up high. Because look at him. Look how good he came out. Like, I love the leg. He looks like a spider boy. Like a little spidery boy. And I love it. The mud actually kind of saved me here. Because for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what to use for this color here. Because it's got to look blue while kind of between the yellows. But it looks kind of green while it's up on his back. And funnily enough, this new mud texture that they came out with, I think in the most recent update, it's perfect for it. Look at this. This matches perfectly, or goes at least very well together. And that goes very well together. And ultimately, I'm very, very happy. Look at him. Oh, it looks so cool. But yeah, that is Spinarak. Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering, what is this? This is where I'm roughly... Nope, can't do that. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Okay. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to land on scaffolding easily or not. Oh. I was about to say, but I can never do it. I can never have a smooth landing on scaffolding, and then I pulled off the smoothest landing I've ever seen. So if you look right there, right over here, I have that little pumpkin stack. That is the dead center top of the spider farm. So somewhere over in this area, but at like this height, I'm going to be building right here the next Pokemon. That will be Combi, I think. Yeah, that'll be a Combi. That's going to be my honey farm, and or my beeswax farm, my wax farm, whatever you want to call it. It's going to generate wax for me, so that way I can drop it straight down through a tunnel. I'm going to build a little hole. I'm going to put right over here. This is why we don't have a direct entrance. This is why we have the sideways diagonal entrance to the spider farm, so that way I can then drip the honey straight down into here. But I'm out of time this week because, yeah, it's time to post a new video. But as we head out, I just want to take one last look at Spinarak. I think that even from this angle, which isn't the best because of the trees, I still think that he looks great. I think this is my preferred angle on him. I mean, look at him. He's just so good. And I think that our good little boy Spinarak is just right. But yeah, that's it for this episode, you guys. As the sun sets behind my adorable little bug Pokemon. I think our first bug Pokemon. Yeah, that's I think where we're gonna leave things. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.